Okay. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I quit my job. I quit my 9 to 5 and whew. Was it a relief? Definitely was a relief. Was it scary? Scary, but I'm gonna tell you, if anybody knows, I love Insecure, love Issa Rae, love all things Issa. Y'all remember that episode when she walked out of We Got Y'all? Like, they bumped her down. She was really trying to be in her bag. She was trying to really figure out who she was. She knew what she wanted to do, but it was like, I feel limited. And they had our girl Janelle Monáe playing in the background, and Issa looked up and was like, I quit and walked out. That's the feeling that I had. And I just feel like that was a feeling of faith. Real big feeling of faith. And so I still in my head cannot believe it. I'm still tripping that I'm actually even recording this. But when you guys see this, I will be walking on a new journey. Do I know where that journey is taking me? Do I know where that journey is starting? No. But when this is aired, it will be aired, and you guys will be able to know that you can do it. Am I saying getting up and walking out of your job? If you and God have had that conversation and he told you to dip, then go. But I do want to kind of talk about some things that helped me know you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta start living for you. I want to go ahead and answer some questions. I know probably you guys are gonna put in the comments or whatever, or just want to know. And the first one is gonna be, what let me know what's time for me to call it quits. So I just started hating going to work. Like, I started out liking the job because backstory was I got the job, and it was better pay from my previous job. So the pay was better. The job was actually like based out of California. It was like, oh yeah, this gonna be my gateway to get me back home. And if most of you don't know, back home for me is San Diego. And so I had just came back from my birthday trip. I had went to San Diego, just was all up and down the coast. And I came back and I was miserable. It was like when I went back home, something just hit for me. Like, something hit to where it was like, wait, there's more to life. That's what it was. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was like going back to San Diego and seeing like there's more to life. There's other cities other than LA. There's just more to life. I just felt free. I felt like this is where I belong. Like, not even just because it was home, but it was more so like, oh my goodness, like I can see my career, what I really want to do. I can see things flowing here better. So I really took the job really because I felt like it could get me back home. But when I came back to San Diego, because I could transfer, whatever the case may be. But when I came back, I was miserable. Like, I was sad. I was like trying to figure out why my life was this way. Like, just a whole bunch of things like start coming to me to make me question, why are you even really at this job? Like, you're only here for the better pay. How long, are you really gonna be able to like transfer? It was just so many things. And then the environment became too much. Like, I was around older women that were really just honestly, this is where they were kept at life. Let's just say that. They were at the age, the mentality where this is where they wanted to be. There was no more elevation. And I started to feel that on me. Like, my thinking started to get to a point to where, no, you can't have that. Or like, I felt like I was just fighting against what I really wanted. Everything was making me miserable. at that place. And so I was like, wait, God, there has to be more to life. There has to be more to, if I believe in you, there has to be more to what you promised. Like, this can't be it. And I'm not saying that, you know, to get up and go away from a job, but question why you're there. Like, is this benefiting what God called me to do? And that's what I started to feel. I started to feel like that place was not benefiting my calling. I felt like I was starting to get into, like, the worrying was coming back, the confusion was coming back. It was a mix of everything. I was like, nah, this ain't the God that I serve, the God that I love. This is not, he's not the author of confusion. He's not any of that. Why do I feel this way? Like, it was too much of a battle. And so that's why I said we got to go. So during this time, what do I plan on doing the most, or just doing in general? And that is going back to living in my imagination. Because honestly, it is still a dream that I walked out. I still can't believe I actually did it. But in all seriousness, going back to living in my imagination. And I wrote this down today, and I said, you can really have anything you want out of life, but you have to be able to have an imagination first to believe it. Like, you have to know that you can have it. Like, you have to live in your imagination. And I'm just going to be big on that during this. So I'm going to walk as the creative director that I know I can be. And what better way to practice and be in my imagination by making my own life journey to that, a movie, a series, or whatever. Like, let's go on this journey. So I plan on doing that. I plan on doing just more things of what I want to do, getting my thoughts together, doing more meditating, just really like a hard reset. Yes, I'll be applying for jobs that lead to, that I know will benefit and lead me to where I need to go. And I do want to say this, like, some people can take jobs for money, and that may be all that they want, you know, to accomplish. And money is a thing, like, it is. But it's like, you know, that whole saying, like, when you're doing what you love, or whatever that saying is, like, if you're doing what you love, like, you won't be worried about the money, or whatever that is. It's like, I was really going to a job and I didn't like it, but yeah, the money was good, but I was still suffering. And I just know I want to be making money and doing what I really want to do, like, to where it really brings joy into my life. Because if the money can be stripped away at any time. But that's another conversation for another day. Don't let me ramble into that. But I will be, you know, applying for more jobs and really just doing a hard reset, y'all. A hard reset, and asking God and figuring out the life I want to do. So I do encourage you, if you're watching this trying to make a decision, I encourage you just to take out time and search and make sure, one, you're at that job because you want to be there, not because of social status or whatever. Like, why are you there? And like, figure out that if you're there, that's why you want to be there, this is what you really want to do, then cool. But just really be doing what you want to do for you. Like, dead ass. Like, make these decisions because it's what you want to do. And I can say that actually walking out was a decision for me. And mentally, I feel great. Am I a little scared? Yeah, but it's a faith walk. And I'm going to learn the definition of faith. But I feel more peace. I feel like I'm being still and letting God lead me. Because I can't have those things. But you really just got to trust Him. You got to make those jumps. And I made the jump because I wanted to make the jump. So make sure you're just doing whatever you want to do for you. So that's what we'll be doing during this time. And y'all be getting an episode of it every day. I'm going to try to start cooking more. Really advancing with my son. Really getting hardcore in my mom hat. Just really getting in all my bags that I need to be in. You know, so I'm definitely going to take as much time as I need. I'm definitely going to benefit from this time and just see where it goes. So I hope, and I'm saying I hope because that's the next step. Let me not rush this, but I hope that the journey that I'll be on will motivate you from you watching this. So I quit, y'all, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. My chime is really going off in the back, but let's see how this goes. Let's see where God takes us. Where we going? Where we going, Jesus? Where we going?